I was actually just unmuting now. That works perfectly. Hello, Savvy. Welcome to the stream. 143, of course. It's good to see at least someone knows what the fuck I'm saying whenever I say that. God. Hopefully I can get this game to capture again. It captured just a few minutes ago, but before that I was having trouble with it, and I didn't change anything whenever it worked, so we're gonna hope for the best. Oh boy. Alright, now let us get this game start. Oh god, that was loud. Alright, settings are right for the game, it looks like. Do this. Make sure the resolution is set properly. I may have to do this a couple times if I can't get it to work the first time. Launch game. And it's not capturing. Nope, there it goes, okay. Just making sure. Let me know if the game audio is too loud or anything, because it's kind of hard to predict with old games like this. And let me know if my mic needs to be turned up or down as well. It's easy to let time slip by without a thought. fresh grass, the shining sun, and you. Han Seong, second year, class 8. She was there. White day, a labyrinth named school. Options, everything is as it should be, I think. Make sure the game is still capturing, because old games are temperamental for some reason. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Good, good, good. Bring Stream Manager back up. So fun having to use your phone to do this, but... Alright. New game. We're gonna do normal difficulty. I forget what my character's name is if I don't change it. I think it's like Hemon Lee or something like that, but I can't remember. Poor boy. But you know what? We're gonna change it to Judas Christ, because that's just the kind of girl I am. Game audio and my mic is good. Awesome. No problem. No problem. Just one of those, like, if you notice it, let me know if there's an issue. I know there's a couple of sections where the audio can get kind of grating. This version I've gotten has it so I could turn down one detail of it, but there's other parts that the audio is just gonna drown me out if I'm not careful. Let's start. I haven't finished this game forever. I wanted to give her a little gift along with her diary. CCTV main door. Might as well have me a cigarette right now because it's about to get tense. But the school was consuming me. Please let everything load right. Yes. Alright, good, good, good. Alright. That's what I wanted to see. Doorknob isn't floating. That's a good sign. Because if the doorknob is floating, I have problems. No, wait, that's on the second floor. Get this document. There's a note in the patrol box. Condition of the main building, 9th of March. What kind of problems? If there's sometimes where, like, I guess it's like if the game doesn't set up just right, sometimes you'll see no UI, like the little thing that says good and the little square on the right corner. I mean, on the right corner won't be there, and there'll be a doorknob floating, and you won't be able to interact with anything. You can run around, but that's it. I know that was a big issue with like very earlier builds of it, but from what I can tell, they've mostly fixed that. But if it does pop up, there is a different video wrapper I have to use, which, I mean, it's included in the install, so it's not like it'd be a problem. It's just I'd have to start it all over. Otherwise, mostly the game works pretty much alright. Let's see. There is a steam leakage in the extractor fans located inside the vents that connects the girls' restroom and the workshop. I don't know why they decided to connect the vents for the AC from the girls' bathroom to the workshop, but why not? The valves inside the vents will need to be tightened to stop the flow of the steam. We will begin placing the fluorescent lights in the hallway in front of the home economics room tomorrow morning. I'll try to read every note that I can, but some I'm just going to gloss over at certain points because there will be times whenever time will be an issue because of danger. But will try to go back to any documents that I skip over later to read. Right now, I should be fine. Byung-tae Kim. The floor cleaning solvent has been confiscated by Hak-ju Kim, the student dean. He's pissed off because you sprinkled it in the garden last week, which killed all the trees. I can't clean up because of you. I'll make you regret it tomorrow. If you have the guts, get the solvent directly from the safe in the gym storage room. The kids say Hak-ju has a bad memory, so he remembers the password for the safe using the number of sports balls. That's going to be a puzzle that I have a pen and paper here for, because I have to actually write that shit down, because it's not easy to remember the amount, because you have to go to each classroom, find out which ones have sports balls in the corner, count out each one, and have all the numbers for each type of ball for the combination. Used to be that combination was impossible to do, but it's gotten a lot easier now that I know what the fuck I'm doing. It's a ghost story. The woman trapped in the closet. Ramble, you probably saw this one. She was, in lockers in the remake. She was actually, I think, just a deleted ghost in the original. There's a bunch of ghosts that just did not make it to the final product whenever the game was released back in, I think, 2000 or 2001. Some time ago, rumors spread of a face emerging from the walls. The principal and other teachers tried to dispel the rumor, but it stubbornly remained. According to the rumor, the school was originally used as a torture building for political prisoners during the Japanese occupation. They say that during the Pacific War, there was a woman who was captured here on behalf of her husband who escaped conscription. That sounds pretty reasonable, honestly, for that time period, because conscription was mandatory, and if you left, you were considered a deserter and oftentimes killed. She was tortured again and again for information about his whereabouts, but she refused to talk. After captors finally gave up on her, she was crammed into a closet and sealed inside. She could not sit nor lie down and was eventually left there in total solitude. Eventually, she succumbed from exhaustion from her confinement and torture. Reportedly, her body was found later, stiffened with her neck and knees bent, making it difficult to fit her into a coffin. They say her ghost still wanders around the walls, her neck twisted, shown to those unlucky enough to find her. Oh yeah, now that you're here, Ramble, you'll be able to see why I prefer this version so much more than the remake. Lunchbox. I won't say that the remake is bad, it's just not scary at all to me. I don't know, I mean, I know that some of the dialogue changes bothered me, and the sound design was very weird, and the way they did some of the ghosts and puzzles kind of didn't hit right, I guess, or just felt kind of bland to me, but otherwise, I mean, it's not a bad game, it just didn't do it for me. I've considered probably playing it again one day, but I'm just, Alright, I got the coin. Door should be open. It is. I don't think there was a code for this one. Yeah, you're gonna see there's a definite difference in the tone of how the dialogue works in this game, especially. Because I think my biggest issue with the dialogue in the remake was it just felt way too westernized compared to what the original was. Everything felt too flippant, I guess. Like, right from the beginning with the character interactions.
어머, 정말이야? 그렇다니까. 야, 소리 없이 나타나면 놀라잖아.
I'm sorry.
쟤 얼마 전에 우리 반으로 전학 온 애야. 그럼 이따가 봐. 그래, 나중에 봐. 난 8반 김성아야. 너는?
Song Kim. I haven't seen you in forever. I have to apologize. I won't be able to, like, read the full dialogue when they're speaking because the subtitles are just going to be too fast, but I will try to read what I can. I mean, they're easy enough to read, like, if you're looking at it, it's a little too fast to say it along with, and I don't want to, cover up their voices, because the voice acting is actually pretty good. My name is Judas Christ.
재밌는 이름이다. 아, 미안.
Yeah, it was not nice.
그런데 이 시간에 학교에는 무슨 일이야?
Seahung's in your class, isn't she?
뭐야? 너도 소영이 쫓아다니는 애구나? 하여간 남자애들은 너 전학 온 지 얼마 안 돼서 잘 모르지? 소영이 말이야.
Yes, the option definitely did work. This is much quieter than it was originally. This siren bit put a lot of people off back whenever, like, older versions of the game, because it was so loud and grating on the ears before. Especially because, the first time you play, you are, stumbling around to figure out what to do. I happen to know what to do, so it won't take as long, but either way, it's loud. Memo about construction, I'll get that after I turn this siren off. I don't want to listen to this all that time. Let me grab this real quick. Thank you for the coffee.
저 소리 좀 꺼줘!
On it. She doesn't like loud noises, apparently. Yes, we know what ladders are. You'll probably notice, Ramble, that this part was already different from the original because, Sung Kim didn't ask us to, follow her to the bathroom like it did in the remake, which I thought was very strange. And this scene looks so much better in this version than the remake, as far as I was concerned. This little bit right here. Yeah, that alarm is grating even at this volume. Imagine what it's like having it at an ear-splitting volume. Yeah, like in the remake, it just looked like he just kind of gently grazed him with the bat. I always thought that was kind of funny. One valve. 2 valves. The biggest reason why this game just will never actually be as popular as I think it should be is, well, it's kind of the Streisand, not Streisand effect, the Seinfeld effect. It's been done so many times now that, like, a defenseless character in a horror game is pretty much commonplace now. There we go. Another thing I found really weird in the remake was they made the safe open and then the key and the medallion just shoot out of the locker. I thought it was really fucking weird. That was something that really stuck out in my head as strange. Got the home ec key. Let's put the home ec key. There's nothing in here now. Move the box. Down here. There's a note. Exercise guide. Running. Running is a simple and convenient and effective way to maintain your cardiovascular health. However, you must be careful when you try to push past your limit. If you have difficulty breathing or feel dizzy, you should rest for a while before running again. It's actually an aspect of the game, and that's their way of letting you know that running for too long on, like, normal difficulty, you'll start having, like, blurriness and, like, start running slower and having loud heartbeats. And start hearing whispers. It's really neat. I like that one detail they've added to this version is keys just discard on their own. Because I remember that was something that bothered me, was being stuck with keys I didn't need.
이 학교는 도대체 제대로 된 게 없어. 그런데 무슨 할 말 있어?
There was no key combiner in the original game. I never used it in the remake because, like, it didn't really seem like it did anything. I'll let you decide, Ramble. Sorry, Seth, I didn't mean to scare you. Should I say there's something strange about the workshop, or should I ask her to tell me more about Su-young? I'm gonna let you make some decisions, because, you know, why not? Workshop, definitely. I approve. That is what I prefer to go with.
이 건물이 낡아서 그래. 6.25 때 병원으로 쓰던 건물이래. 그런데 너 여기 계속 있을 거야? 쓸데없이 돌아다니지 마. 10시에 문을 모두 잠그거든. 이젠 들어오지도 나가지도 못해.
What are you gonna do?
난 여기 있을 거야. 우리 그이 올 때까지. 농담이야. 여기 열쇠 줄 테니까 이걸로 저 복도 지나서 강당으로 가.
Thank you. Yeah, she doesn't randomly try to scare you. I thought it was a weird thing they stuck into the dialogue.
어서 가라니까.
I just like to annoy her.
둘이 있는 거 누가 보면 학교에 소문나겠다.
Oh no, not rumors.
혼자 있게 해줘.
No, won't bother you more.
신경 쓰지 말고 어서 가.
I'm worried.
아, 너 정말 귀찮게 하네.
I'm sorry, I'm in love now. Oh, that's all I can say to her. Okay. Oh yeah, the note that was over here. I'm sure this, yeah, this refers to the switchboard. Lighting repair on the first floor of the main building. The wiring on the switchboard in the machine room is all messed up, so it's going to be a big operation. To get the job done, you'll need to start by removing the vent that connects the workshop, home X room, and the girls' bathroom. Yeah, we already knew this, but I figured, just in case. Equip the key. This was something also I didn't like that they got rid of in the remake, was this one little animation here, where you actually open this before you open the door. Because in the remake, you just unlock it and you can just open it immediately. It's small, it's stupid, but it's one of those, it adds, I guess, more personality, I guess, for me. I don't think there's anything of value in this hallway. Quiet, please. It's actually my favorite, the name of my favorite radio drama from the 40s. I like attention and detail in my games, I can't help it.
늦은 시간인데 학교엔 무슨 일이야?
What am I doing here? I just happen to be here, or it has nothing to do with you. I'm gonna go with it. I just happen to be here. I don't want to be mean.
나한테 얘기하면 안 되는 거야?
It's hard to explain.
혹시 사탕 먹으러 학교 온 거니?
Maybe?
설마 요즘에 그런 걸 할 애들은 별로 없지.
I mean, I do it.
넌 좀 얌전해 보이는데. 너 나랑 같은 반인데 전화 가서 아직 적응이 안 되지? 조용히 너 혼자 있을 때가 많은 것 같아.
Well, I am the new kid. I don't have any friends yet.
아참, 너 소영이 알지? 낮부터 너 찾던데. 둘이 무슨 일 있어?
That's okay if there's a delay. Just let me know if there's any issues that pop up, like, with my stream or anything, because I have to have the game full screen, because it's an older game, and I have to keep an eye on my chat with my phone. So, if there's any issues with the stream, I won't really be able to keep an eye on them. Is there anything going on between me and Seong? No, nothing really.
거짓말 마. 소영이도 지금 여기 있을걸? 그럼 나 먼저 간다.
Why won't you love me? Alright, now we're gonna do things a little quickly here. Open this. Here, turn this light on. I liked it in the game. They have all the lights, whenever they're not on, have a little red light so you can see where the lights are. There was a... yeah, there's this. I'll read this once I am sure I'm safe, because now the janitor will be... well, that didn't go as planned. Turn this light off. Get this. Print the map real quick. Sorry, Sophie, I have to move my legs. Actually, if you play on, I think it's easy and very easy, the game will explain the janitor, but that's because you have the access to a cell phone that you can only access, in easier modes. In the original, the janitor is actually possessed by ghosts, apparently, in the original. That just kind of makes them go all kill crazy whenever they see, anyone who isn't supposed to be in the school. Yeah, it's much more interesting than just, the janitors are kill crazy because... Shit, I'm not safe here. God damn it. Woman, why you do these things to me? Yeah, the floating head ghost doesn't give you a weird fucking, like, full face jump scare whenever you bump into her like in the remake. I thought it was really a dumb idea to throw that in. And actually, the ghost head lady doesn't actually even show up unless you're playing on medium or hard not medium, normal and up on difficulty. Thank you, and one more. Yes, she definitely touched the butt. And she is very annoying because whenever she, makes contact with you and the janitor is nearby, it apparently alerts him to where you are. Well, the vicinity where you are, whenever she touched you at least. That door is rusty. Yeah, you don't start off the game with a lighter either, like in the remake. I thought it was it's a quality of life thing that I'm sure is useful to not have to keep lighting matches, but I kind of like the match idea. Adds a slight bit of more difficulty and suspense in the beginning. Go and lock this door down here. Right. Here. Oh, wait, that's right, this way. There should be a coin up here somewhere. There you are. Alright, I'm gonna save real quick. Just... There we go. And I'm gonna hide in the locker so I can read that ghost story that I couldn't read earlier. Journal. Okay, let me drink something real quick. The unsolvable maths problem. Nagi was ordinary. She was so ordinary and dull that some students teased her for it. Not only that, her grades were unremarkable too. She studied just as hard as the other kids, but strangely enough, she was always below the class average. Sometimes she would get called to the chalkboard to solve math problems, but she would always struggle to solve them. Of course, the students teased her. The students who teased her enjoyed seeing her struggle. One day, Nagi had maths for her last period. Unfortunately for her, she was once again called to the chalkboard to solve a maths problem. Even though it was a basic problem, Nagi could not solve it and grew embarrassed. The teacher began to lose his patience. Furiously, he told her not to even think about going home before solving the problem, and sent her back to her seat. Excuse me. A bit later, the students who had been bullying her walked up to the chalkboard and changed the problem slightly while Nayi was out of her seat. When she returned, she became even more confused by the problem. It was starting to get dark, and Nayi grew more and more anxious at the thought of being left alone in a school known for its ghost stories. Then all of a sudden, All of a sudden, the door at the back of the classroom swung open, and something rushed in. It was the bullies trying to prank her. Nayi was so shocked that she collapsed and died of a heart attack. Even after her death, she can still be seen alone at the chalkboard, trying to solve the problem that she never finished. She was apparently planned to have an actual, an actually visual representation in the game, but apparently they cut it out. I think fans have tried to make a mock-up for, like, a mod, but it kind of just looks shitty, so I don't use that. But in the game, the audio is still very much there of her writing onto the chalkboard trying to solve the problem. Absolutely, fuck those bullies. Goddamn assholes. I don't see... What's his face? This is just telling me where the key is, which I already have. Oh. Lock. Close this door. Oh god, my favorite scene in the whole fucking game. This is what really cements why I prefer this version over the remake, because this scene looks so much better this way. And she's gone. Let me make sure I open the... Oh god, I knew you hide. I knew he was coming. This will take a moment, assuming he doesn't end up fucking up his pathing. Sadly, that's just something no one's been able to fix, because it's hard-coded into the script for some reason. And sometimes his pathing just gets stuck on a door. And I have to make him get annoyed. I've already set it up so I can get away if I have to, but I'd just rather not have to deal with it if I can avoid it. While I'm waiting here, I can get my notepad ready so I can start writing down things. Is he gone? Sounds like he might be gone. Alright. Nope, he's still there. Turn clockwise to the number of baseballs, then counterclockwise to the number of volleyballs, clockwise to the number of footballs, and counterclockwise to the number of basketballs. Sounds like he's gone. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let me write down baseballs. Tiny notepad. 3. Volleyballs 2. Football 3. And basketballs 2. Oh god, what did I do? Oh, I pushed back on my phone, that's why. Okay. Alright, now. Let's get out there and have her spook me. Actually, let's read this real quick. Gym equipment is not being returned properly after class. Please inform all the gym teachers about the missing equipment, especially balls. Never want to lose your balls, I guess. Some notes, the class schedule. These are all the classes that have ball games of sorts. I'm not going to remember these, I'm just going to check every room because that's just what I do. Balls are not being put back after class. Please keep the gym storage room organized. Yeah. Now let's go activate this part coming up. Actually, before I do that, let's see. Is there anything around here I need to grab? There's that, but I need to go the other way. Shit. Let's grab things real quick. Soy milk. Oh. I totally forgot that was there. Lockers just do not open, by the way. Just at all. Well, not lockers, desks. I'm, like... I have zero feelings about the fact that they made some of them open up in the remake. I'm sure it's more interesting to be able to do that, but... take this with me so I can go hide and read another ghost story real quick before I activate this part of the game. Alright. No. Journal. The ghost tree. This one, we all, as you remember, is actually part of the game. Hee-jin was a troubled girl who frequently ran away from home and got into fights at school. After a long suspension, she returned in the spring semester. By this time, she was in 3rd grade and was beginning to fit in better as a normal student, busy with exams. The only odd thing was the way she always carried a plant pot around with her. Excuse me. However, it wasn't uncommon for students to cling to objects for emotional support through their weary exam lives, so most didn't worry. That's honestly pretty normal as far as I'm concerned too. Comfort objects are a pretty normal thing. That's why people have so many stuffies. One day, a student accidentally poured a strong chemical mixture into the plant pot. Hee-jin went hysterical as she watched her tree wither. Her body began to dry up and wither too, just like the tree, and a terrible stench filled the classroom. Hee-jin had formed a strange bond with the tree, and the other students were being drawn in as well. With no obvious source of the stench, the students figured the plant pot must have been the cause, so they tried to throw it out. But Hee-jin's reaction was explosive. When the students touched the pot, she went crazy, screaming that she would kill anyone who touched it. Even the strong teacher could barely restrain her. Eventually she fainted, but still no one dared to throw the plant pot away after that. Later that night, the school janitor, Lee Bong-gu, was on his rounds when something caught his eye. At the end of the hallway stood a figure of a girl with her back to him. He called her a few times, then she turned and locked eyes with him. The red blood on her clothes twinkled in the moonlight cast from behind her. She held a plant pot in one hand and a small dog in the other, dead and bloody. The dog's blood had been drained into the pot. She made a slow approach and suddenly threw the dog at him. Bong-gu turned and ran as fast as he could. A week later, Heejin was found dead in a corner of one of the restrooms. I used to want to read stories to people, like, at libraries when I was younger. So I do enjoy reading these stories out loud. Wait, the bucket that's in the middle of the floor. And who do we have here? Is it my love, my darling, who will never escape me? She will accept my love. There are no other options.
넌 그때
It's me. Howdy do.
학교엔 웬일이야?
Well, I'm here to return your diary.
네가 가지고 있었구나.
I sure did. You left it behind.
아주 잃어버린 줄 알았어.
You did, but I found it. Now comes the loud noise. And she passes out from shock. We're gonna close that door for now. I unlocked all these doors. If the sound of the laughter is too loud for you, let me know and I can turn the volume down until this laughter bit is over, which will be after the boss fight, I guess you could say. Which, unlike in the remake, doesn't have a time limit. Thank God, because I thought the idea of including a time limit was kind of dumb. We're gonna close that back up right now. I don't need that open. Thankfully, the janitor will not be active at this moment. Alright, put the cigarette out. Let's pay attention to what we're doing. Oh, there we go. Nothing in that locker. Lunge. I just closed that door for a very specific reason. I don't want to be bit by mosquitoes. Alright, good. Just making sure, because I know that I used to, like, it used to get on my fucking nerves listening to that laughter, because it used to take me forever to figure out the damn combination for the save, because it was a lot more obtuse back in the day. The description was, not the combination itself. I'll read this ghost story after I deal with the laughing tree situation. Nothing in the locker. There is one baseball and one basketball. I like and I dislike that I have to write things down for this game. But I guess at the same time, it does make me feel like I'm actually, you know, having to put some effort into, you know, winning than just, you know, figuring out a password in a metal combination. That was very weird for me. One baseball, one volleyball, one basketball. Alright. Because I do like actual puzzles. I think the only time I've ever come across an actual puzzle in a game I didn't like was the piano puzzle in Silent Hill 1. That one drove me up the fucking walls. But that's because I don't know, you know, how pianos work all that well. Alright, let's go up here. you should be able to just barely hear the chalkboard sound. Unfortunately, with the laughter, it's kind of muffled. I think the option to lower the sound of the siren also may have lowered the sound of the laughter a little bit too, because it doesn't sound nearly as obnoxious as it did in previous versions. Let's play it on. Anything lying around? No. Alright. This another ghost story. I'll read that also later. I don't have to check all these lockers, but you know, it's good to be equipped if you can be equipped. And I'm not trying to speed run anything. Bucket. So I guess I have more time. On hard and very hard difficulty, there's actually a 2-hour time limit for the game, but I've yet to actually beat it that fast. Another coin. There. I kind of see it as like one of my eventual bucket list goals is to beat the game in less than 2 hours finally. Thank you for the soy milk. One volleyball. Oh, this would be an easier code than I thought. Alright, now, I have everything I need, I think. Let's hope I get it right. Because I have in the past miscounted before. And then I had to run back through all through the place just to find out what the ball number was. Safest lock, I know. First number is 5. It said clockwise, right? Yeah, clockwise, okay. No, I didn't mean click you twice, alright. So, clockwise to 5. Ball is 4. Football is 3. I'm probably doing this backwards, we'll find out soon. And then 4. Yeah, I did wrong. Okay, let's go back to 0. So we go to 4. I messed up already. Go to it was this way. No, okay. So we will go to 5, 4, 3, 4. No? Am I miscounting somewhere? It is entirely possible. Let me make sure I don't have the balls in the wrong order, too. Baseball, volleyball, football, basketball. Alright, let me go count again. Just in case I messed up here. There's 3 here. There's 2 here. I remember writing those down. 3 and 2, right? Yeah, alright. Let's go back through and count real quick. Okay, 1 football. It was 3-2-3-2, right? Scribble all this out and start over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Now there's one football. Alright. No box in the corner. No box in the corner. Goddamn bucket. No box in the corner. Can't go in there. This has one volleyball. Alright. I feel like I probably did count wrong somewhere because it should have crossed 0 each time, I think. Or at least that's how, you know, combinations normally work. Alright, let's go check boxes downstairs. Was there one in here and I just blanked on it? No, there wasn't. Okay. I didn't think there was one in here. One baseball, one volleyball, one basketball. Alright. One baseball, one basketball. Never noticed that animation actually reaches outside the door. I think I've gotten all the balls counted. You know, now we ballin'. I am ballin', I am faded. Alright, now. Calm down, buddy. Alright, we're gonna go to 5, 4. Oh, never mind. We got it. I don't know what the fuck I did wrong last time, but we got it. Use the insect repellent, because you need that for dealing with the boss. Which is an actual legit, not like fight per se, but it is an obstacle you actually have to directly face, whereas in the remake they had you pouring poison on plants scattered around the school for some reason. Why is it not letting me? That's not good. Get away. Okay. To the tree, okay. Back to this one. I think there's 2 more down. Come on. And if I do make contact with her, she can give me a small amount of damage. And she will scream. There we go, we did it. Please. Oh no. And the game crashed. Of course it did. Well, let's reload the game. I should have saved then before doing the puzzle. Ah, shit happens. Old games, they're always unstable. Let me know if the game is showing up. The password will be the same at least, so at least I'll have that on my side. why I didn't save before once I activated that section, but it'll be alright. Key, unlock. Wait, let's close this door. Close this door. Less I have to deal with the janitor, the better. Unlock this door, open that. Go through this cutscene that I don't think I can skip. No. That's fine. I like this cutscene, so it's okay. Good, good, good. Audio and everything seems fine. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, here he comes. I better get hiding. I have to walk, because if he hears me running, I'm in trouble. You didn't hear anything. Go fuck yourself, buddy. He shouldn't come over here. Yeah, he just realizes there's nothing to see and leaves. Go ahead and do this now, actually. Let's see, that's 4, 4, and 4 apparently. Nope. What the hell am I doing wrong here? Or maybe it was run it this way. Is it really 5, 4, 4, 4? Yep, alright, good. We don't have to do that whole finding this thing, which will save us a lot of time. Just collecting notes as I go. Seems like he's gone. Alright. Because his hearing range is pretty large, but seeing as I'm only playing on normal difficulty, it won't be that bad at least. Grab all the stuff real quick. Alright. First aid kit. Let me know if there's any issues with audio or video if you can. This game is temperamental. Actually, I think about it. Isn't there a collectible in here? There sure damn is. Game package. Has no value beyond just being a collectible. Alright, now, on the second floor. Let's run and start this sequence. We'll skip
학교에
ahead.
웬일이야?
Why are you here? To give the diary.
네가 가지고 있었구나.
I did. Let's skip all that. I can at least skip dialogue bits, so I don't have to do all that again. Now let me go save real quick, just in case it crashes again. I don't know why this game likes to be a temperamental bitch, but it do. check the lockers real quick, just get all that out of the way, since I don't have to do the puzzle, I don't have to worry about counting balls. Alright. Alright, doesn't look like there's any papers lying around. Oh, it's just the heartbeat sound. That's fine. I thought for a second there I heard the janitor, and I thought they fixed that glitch. Because it used to be a glitch where he would show up during this section, and he's not supposed to. Where I saw a flashing light. I guess I did not? Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's get moving. Alright, gotta go to quick. Can you open? Thank you. Light on. Try going to the room with the tree, you just keep getting whacked by the tentacles of the tree, so there's actually no reason to go in there until after it's killed. Right. Here. Let's go downstairs, make sure I get all the lockers down there. I can't remember if the janitor shows up after you kill the tree. He may not, but I don't know for sure. Just want to be careful. This light on. I think I've already been. Yeah, I've been here already. Lock the doors in here. Newspaper, I'll read that later. God, this laughter gets on my nerves so fast. Ghost story. Open. It does not appear to be so, just in case. Right, but nothing in there. Moving along. There's that chalkboard sound again. Ghost Girl loves her damn chalkboard, I swear to God. Good to find pins when you can. Lock this door now, but we'll come back there in a moment. Turn this light on. Is there anything sitting around just in case? Save real quick, just in case the game crashes again. Because dealing with the tree thing isn't actually all that difficult. It's just, I don't want to go through all this shit more than I have to. Apply the insect repellent so the mosquitoes don't bite. Let me know if there's any issues that come up while this goes on, because the fact that it crashed means it's entirely possible something could go wrong. Yeah, I know about mosquitoes. Ow. You and your splashy bulbs. That was too far away. There's no way I would make that. Hey, come on, come to this side. I don't want to go running through all these bulbs. Alright, thank you. There's no way I can get to that one in time. Moment of truth. Alright. That was good. Thank God. Everybody still there? Door is unlocked. I don't think there's anything in this ring really to find. Check these lockers real quick. I think they open. Nothing over here. Alright, let's go back upstairs. One second, let me check something real quick. Alright, good. Game is definitely capturing properly. Yeah, good, good, good. Just making sure everything's going as it's supposed to. I could have swore there was one of those stairs at the bottom where I could find another, what you calls it, lunchbox. Fuck that thing. Alright, light does not turn on, obviously. Here's the medallion, amulet. Get the MP3 player, but I'm not going to use it because I'm fairly certain that it's licensed music on it. And you can't really do anything whenever you're using it. You have to stand still with it in your and looking at your inventory. Okay, let's see. Wood amulet is equipped. Let's go in here. No problem. I'm just making sure everything's working is all. I don't want the experience to be messed up by something going
너
wrong.
뭔가 알고 있지? 뭔가 벌어지고 있다고. 무언가 있단 말이야. 넌 알고 있지?
I don't know anything. Don't worry.
정말 모른단 말이야? 네가 나타난 뒤로 이상한 일이 생기는데도? 다른 애들도 보이지 않잖아.
I don't know what you're talking about.
그런 식으로 문제 회피하려고 하지 마. 아마 네가 없었으면 아무 일도 안 일어났을 거야.
Are you sure?
너 대체 뭘 한 거야? 학교에 온 이유가 뭐야? 말 안 해?
Do you really think I'm some kind of harbinger of death that came to school to kill everything inside? Really? I came here to leave White Day candy, because I'm old-fashioned like that.
정말 사탕을 놓으러 왔단 말이야?
Of course.
소영이한테 사탕을 주러 왔다.
That's right. That's correct.
네가 뭐 때문에 들어왔든 네 행동 때문에 우리들까지 영향을 받는다는 걸 알아도
Circumstantial evidence.
좋든 싫든 뭔가를 같이 해야 할 것 같아. 저 소리 들려?
So he said to me, here's the first big choice that decides this direction this game goes. Of course I'm gonna follow the sound, because I actually know what to do in this direction. I have yet to actually play through going the other way with the game. Well?
네가 그런 거야? 어떻게 그런 일이 일어나지?
Are you hurt?
학교에 뭔가 있다고는 들었어. 그런데 아까 그건
That was bizarre. I will give
밖으로
you that.
나가는 문을 찾아봤어?
I think everywhere's locked.
학교에 갇힌 거야. 다른 애들도 들어와 있는 것 같은데. 너 뭘 어떻게 한 거지?
I haven't done anything.
그럼 뭐 때문이지? 할 수 없다. 둘이 같이 하지 않으면 안 되겠어.
What do you suggest?
넌 혹시 나갈 문이 있나 찾아봐. 본관 2구역으로 가. 난 애들을 찾아봐야겠어.
I need to... Oh wait, before I forget, there is a lunchbox here. There's these prints here, but nothing really becomes of them as far as I know. It's a bloody handprint on the wall. That's all there is to this room. It is a music studio, after all. I don't think there's anything else in here. Get this real quick. Ghost story. Go to a bathroom before I read any documents right now, because I don't know for certain if the janitor still spawns or not after that. And I just don't want to have to deal with that. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. This one does, and guess who? Let's hope he doesn't fucking find me, because he's walking pretty fast, meaning he heard something at least. He's gonna see me. God damn it. Okay. Maybe I can get past without him seeing me. I can't tell though because I can't see because it's fucking dark. Oh my god, is it gonna work? Am I getting away with this shit? Oh my god. Oh, that was tense. He saw a door open somewhere, most likely. Closing that door. And now he's gonna go away. don't hear the jingle anymore. Once I no longer hear the keys, I know I'm... Oh no. Please don't come back. Please don't come back. Please don't come back. Sounds like he's leaving. I think. Or stuck on the fucking door frame again. Please don't be stuck on a door. I think he might be stuck, which means I'll have to open the door and run away. Which honestly works. I was going to go to a bathroom to read stories anyways. I don't hear the jingle anymore. He could have gotten into a point where he's actually stuck and it respawns him. That does happen sometimes. Actually used to use that to my advantage in a certain section of the game where I would hide in a certain spot, and as soon as he would run up to try to catch me, he couldn't reach me, and it would despawn him and respawn at where he first appears at. But I don't know if that still is even a feature in this game. Let me save here. I know one of the biggest issues I had with much older versions of the game was every time I tried to load the next building, the game would fucking crash. But from what I remember, most of that has been fixed. Let's see, we read that. Let me get a cigarette for this. That crash earlier has my nerves up. The Headmistress Spirit. Yondu High School first opened in what was a remote location at the foot of a mountain. Excuse me. There wasn't much around it at that time. Soon after, a prestigious female dormitory was established, managed by a headmistress they called the Tiger. She was well known for her old-fashioned attitude and strict rules, both traits she inherited from a prestigious family. This made her very unpopular with the girls of her dormitory. One day, a tragic incident occurred. Shortly after the midterm exam of the school semester, a second grade student fell from the third floor and died. The girl had been attempting to sneak out of the dormitory to avoid the headmistress after the exam. Rumors began to circulate in the aftermath. Some whispered that the student, unable to bear the headmistress's tyranny, had chosen to end her own life. Others even speculated that it was the headmistress herself who had caused the student's demise. The headmistress was in great shock, and for a while she seemed distant, as if her spirit had been broken. The students were delighted by her new demeanor, and they kept a close eye, wary that she may return to her old self. Later that night, a girl was found outside of the dormitory during curfew. The headmistress punished her by cutting off her ponytail, which was met by fierce opposition by the female students. Soon enough, she broke under the pressure and ran out of the dorm screaming. The next day, she was found dead. Since then, students have witnessed the ghost of the tiger around the dormitory. The dormitory was eventually closed, but this has not stopped her from appearing. Actually, that ghost does appear in the remake, but you have to play on the hardest difficulty, and she appears in the bathroom, if I remember correctly. She'll appear in the, like, I think you have to hide, like, after interacting with the cigarette pack on top of the stall in the boys' room. And she will, like, pop her head down under the stall door, I think, and scare the bejesus out of you. I don't think she's actually dangerous, though. I can't remember for sure. I only saw it once because I was like wanting to see that one thing. Find my body. The weather was so hot that it made it hard to breathe, and the cicadas would not stop chirping. God, I hate cicadas sometimes. During the summer vacation, it was decided to finish the construction of the bridge connecting the new building to the main building, which is actually the next building we're going to, which is the main building. Fortunately, the floors are shitty and creak when you walk on them. The foreman in charge thought it was a pointless project, but he wasn't going to complain since it was paid work. Due to the hot weather that day, he ordered a break after lunch. While everyone was enjoying a quick nap in the shade, there was a rumbling sound and some of the scaffolding collapsed through the safety net. The workers who had been sleeping for a while glanced over a little and went back to sleep as if it wasn't a big deal. The foreman, however, was not amused. Although there was a safety net, an accident like that on school grounds could damage the contractor's credibility. The foreman yelled and screamed at the top of his lungs, but the coworkers pretended not to hear him, so he went to the spot where the scaffolding had collapsed, thinking he could fix it himself. The workers debated whether or not to get up, but they were too comfortable to move and decided to stay put. Suddenly, however, the foreman stopped yelling, and the workers became worried. There was a woman lying on the ground where the support had collapsed. No, not just lying down, but sprawled out and without a head. The workers recognized her at a glance as a woman who worked in a local restaurant. Red blood flowed from her neck, soaking the floor and mixing into the concrete next to her. None of the workers had ever seen so much blood coming from a human body before. After a few spurts of blood from her severed throat, the blood seemed to stop. The foreman and the workers kept their mouths shut and moved quickly. It was the first time they had worked together so harmoniously. It would have been nice if they worked like this sooner, they thought. The cleanup of the site was almost perfect, except for the fact they couldn't find her head. After more than half a day of searching, it was nowhere to be found. In the end, they sent her headless body, still stuck in the cement, to the dump for disposal. No one except for the workers would ever know. After this incident, however, progress began to slow down. Suddenly, workers started getting injured, and rumors of ghost sightings began to circulate. In one such incident, a worker was struck by a pulley that fell from the fourth floor. His entire body was crushed, but his head remained intact. The work was crippled by these constant accidents and the ghost stories, and the foreman ended up turning himself in to the police. Eventually, the project was completed, but rumors of the disembodied head of a ghost persisted. It wasn't until after the first day of school that the woman's head was later found in a flower bed. Now you know the story of the floating head ghost lady. The Secret of the Pond. I've heard of stories like this one before, actually, in other media. A long time ago, there was a small pond between the main building and the auditorium. During the Korean War, the area around the pond used to be a refugee camp. There was an unfounded rumor that one of the tents had been bombed and the pond formed from the crater later by the explosion. Of course, it said that everyone in the tent was killed. There's another rumor about the pond. It said that if you send a love letter to someone asking them to meet you at the pond, your love would come true. However, if they don't show up, you'll become cursed by the pond and die. When the moon is waning, a ghost can be seen at the pond silently looking into the buildings from the outside, which is rumored to be connected to the curse. A rumor began after an incident some time ago. The rumor began after an incident some time ago. A timid girl named Soo Kyung just wanted to be together with a senior student named Sang-jun. After much thought, she delivered him a letter confessing her love and waited for him at the pond. However, the letter failed to reach him. After waiting all night, Soo Kyung came down with a severe fever and missed a few days of school. When she came back, she was even quieter and more timid than before, and eventually transferred to another school. A few months later, Soo Kyung was found floating in the pond. I've heard of stories like that in other media before. Let me see, we've read all those. This one is the Yondu newsletter for autumn. Truth Finder. I don't know what the 4 is for. Is autumn the season of suicide? According to statistics, people with specialized jobs are more likely to commit suicide than average people. In addition, women have a higher suicide rate than men, and adolescents, younger adults, and elderly are also at higher risk. Statistics also show that the suicide rate peaks in spring and autumn. With these facts in mind, it is clear that the motives are mainly emotional rather than rational. In most cultures, suicide is seen as a crime or an escape from reality. From a religious point of view, suicide is often a sin. When suicide is a right given by God, it also carries the heaviest punishment. Researchers say that suicide is often the result of misguided views of oneself and one's life, unanswered needs, and ultimately a loss of will to address these issues. For teenagers in particular, suicidal thoughts are most often triggered by intense stress. Stress can have a serious impact on those who do not have a fully developed sense of self, as, school kids tend to be. In such cases, it's important to show continued support and interest in the person at risk. A person struggling with suicidal thoughts feels that they are at a crossroads. When they decide that life is meaningless, they choose death, but let's not forget that we don't need a grand reason to go on living. Life gives you the opportunity to grow and improve, and that is reason enough. A supportive network of friends and family can also greatly reduce the risk of suicide. Life can be meaningful even in a simple breath. I've always said that having a why is my phone vibrating? Having someone as a sentimental attachment, not, a romantic partner of any sort or anything like that, but someone who you can rely on, someone who will be there for you whenever you have emotional needs that need to be met. So having someone like that in your life can greatly improve just wanting to be alive. A supportive family is also definitely a good thing to have, but it's honestly not a guarantee in all all people's lives. Some people just don't have that. And that's when it's important to remember also that family can be chosen as opposed to only blood related. Alright, off my soapbox about that. Okay, I think we have been here long enough. Let's find out if the door to the next area will work. Let's see, this is the Target Club, so I'm upstairs. I need to go downstairs. What? Oh, okay. I don't need to worry about him. I'm too far away from him anyways. Get fucked, buddy. You can't reach me. Close that door to give me time if he decides to start investigating things. This way. Down this flight of stairs. Open this door. Hello. Would you love me? No? Okay. Well. Let's open this. I like that. I'm glad that the original doesn't have a cutscene every time you use a fucking amulet too. I always felt that was kind of weird. Okay, here we go. We're entering main building area 2. Please don't crash. So far so good. Let me put out this cigarette real quick. And continue. As you can hear, the door is very squeaky. I mean, the floor is very squeaky. Got the map. Old paper, I'll read that in a moment, because I am not in a safe spot right now. Honestly, you're only safe if you're in a bathroom, and that's only if the ghost head isn't chasing you. Granted, the damage she does whenever she comes in contact with you is minimal. I forgot about that. Oh, I didn't mean to pull that out. Close this door, we'll go. Oh. Let's answer this phone. Lights are not on in here, good. What she said. Alright, now. Is there anything I need in here right now? And grab notes while we're here. I don't want to spend too much time in here is all, because the janitor will be wandering around this area too. Coins. One thing I don't like is every time you double click real fast, it'll use the match sometimes. But then it won't sometimes too, which just makes things more annoying. Alright, I think there's a pin here. Doesn't look like there's anything else sitting up. One more document. We'll grab that. Teacher's rumors. Anything else over here? I don't think so. Actually, I'm gonna go save real quick first, before I do anything else. Because guess who's already coming? Could you close? Please don't let him come investigate this. stall. Oh, is he going to? Is he going to? God damn it. And of course he hasn't even pinned in, so I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. That's the one thing about stalls. I need to be faster next time. And I could hear the ghost head coming as well. How lovely. I should have saved before I did anything. But at least now we've seen that I can get there. Just why won't that door open? Usually it does. Alright. I'll try to be quick. I spent far too much time talking earlier. I need to actually make some progress here. I don't think I'll be finishing the whole game in one stream, but I will try to at least make some progress. Notice you were pointed wrong. That's not a good sign. Alright, door opens. Let's enter the main building. Alright, we're here. Let's try to be fast. Oh, god damn it. That. Grab that. Grab that. Anything else in here real quick? No, doesn't look like it. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. So that cutscene. Cool, I can just skip it. I like how the cutscene is still going on upstairs, too. Is it not equipped? It's not equipped, that's why. Okay. Alright, the save is upstairs, I forgot. Shit. Well. Okay. This part can be obnoxious, because the janitor likes to use the stairs. I don't hear him, but he could be nearby. Alright. I'll just hang out here for the moment. As long as there's no evidence that the door was open, I should be fine. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves. This has always been one of my favorite games, so... Fuck. That's not good.
거기 있으면
God damn it. You know what? We're gonna save right now, because I can hear him coming. And if he kills me... I'll just be able to reload from here. Is he coming, or is he stuck on a fucking door? Oh, I hear him moving. There he is. Hell. Did you open door? Thank you very much. Let's try to lose him. And there goes the game. Of course the game crashed. decisions. Do I want to keep playing this? Sorry, almost been 2 hours. A little tired. I think, honestly, we will just go ahead and consider that a sign that it's time for me to accept that it's time to end the stream, honestly. I think we can call it on the game for now. I apologize for the game crashing again. These things are just bound to happen eventually. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid someone who I haven't gotten to raid in a while because I rarely am streaming whenever she streams. You know her, you love her. Good old Tishy. The wonderful old lady Reaper with the edible legs. Turn them into fried Reaper legs. But either way, I hope you all enjoyed yourselves to some extent. I hope you enjoyed, the gameplay, what have you. I enjoyed reading the stories to you guys. I always enjoy reading things to people. Not a problem, Ramble. Always glad to play a game that I think you'll actually be interested in too, because I know that I've always talked about this version with you. And I was always eager to let you at least see how it looks. But yeah, you guys take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Bye-bye.